and I will continue to answer the questions in the middle of the call.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Sorry, kicking my husband out.
Oh, no, don't kick him out. Listen, this is a group effort.
Yeah, no, we're in my workspace. We're making masks for my god sister's sickle cell organization. So I kicked him out for a minute.
Okay, everybody, we are sending claps to you. Okay, so tell us your name, where you're from, and what do you do?
Okay, so my name is actually Elle Stovall. Very complicated for everybody, so I just go by Elle, which is a nickname that was given to me in high school.
Okay.
So, but I'm Elle Stovall, and we live in Clarksville, Tennessee. We recently moved here from Atlanta, originally from Chicago. I'm originally from Korea. And so I'm here and I'm working as a freelance designer.
Okay, great. So is there a lot of freelance design work where you live?
I'm learning the market here because Nashville, the southern market, is so different than anything else I've ever done. So I'm learning the entire market here.
Okay. So do you have work to show? So you're home, you're quarantined, you're safe.
Yes, we're home, we're safe, and all that good fun stuff. Plenty of food, plenty of everything. So, and my brother lives 5 houses down, so we get tired of being here, we go to his house.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, so let's see your work, shall we?
Okay. Let me turn my camera around. This is a caftan. I'm known for caftans. I love my caftans.
Okay.
Let me pull back so you can see it.
Wow.
It's a cold shoulder caftan that I did for a collection that I showed about a year ago, a little over a year ago.
Okay.
And so I've fallen in love with Ankaras. So that's what this is. It's an Ankara fabric. And so
do you want to tell the viewers what that is?
Antara is the African wax fabrics. Most of them are cotton or cotton blends, but that's what this particular one is 100% cotton.
Okay.
And so that's what this one's made out of. And my workspace is pretty small, so I'm like kind of maneuvering so you can see everything.
That's okay. My workspace is small too.
Okay. This orange dress is a dress that I did for my sister for her trip for Bali.
Oh, I love it.
It actually is one of those dresses that will like flow out like behind or whatever, and I'll kind of come up close so you can see a little detail. But it's a wrap dress.
This is okay. What's the fabric?
This is a chiffon. It's an iridescent chiffon.
Okay, so this is our second orange dress that we've seen, orange chiffon dress in the last 48 hours. I think this is trending. I mean, that's amazing that your sister got a custom look for her trip to Bali. Continue.
Yeah, so this is double circle skirt. It was sheer underneath for her swimsuit, of course, covered with the top. But I'll pull back again so you can see it. But yeah, that was pretty much it right there. And I'm actually doing another one similar to it, but I want to do it with a halter neck.
Wow.
And then so I'm working on that because I'm working on a collection currently for a fashion show that I'm going to be in Atlanta. They have to reschedule it for the quarantine, of course. So, and this here is just basically an A-line dress. It goes with the collection that I did. It was kind of a free-flowing, free-spirited kind of collection that I did.
Yeah.
Made out of all Ankara. So this, again, is another Ankara, the African wax fabric.
Love it.
And, so that's that. It's just a full-length A-line skirt.
I love it. Okay, so do you want to put your Instagram name in here so that do you have your work on Instagram?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we got to put it up because people might need any one of these dresses for the summer. The thing is that we're all preparing for the moment when this is over, and we're trying to look for our new outfits. So if you'll type in, and then I'll read it aloud.
Yes, there we go. Elle Stovall Official is where you can find
Elle Stovall Official, ELLESTOVALL_official.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna check you out.
Okay,
all right,
then I have a couple of more pieces. This here, let me see how far I can go back with this because it's actually on a little thing. It's an actual crop top, if you can see. It's crop top. I know
crop top's also trending.
Yes. So, but it's like a mini skirt with a matching crop top, denim band, and a denim top. Again, part of the Ankara collection that I did.
Right.
And then, and it was actually a cute little number. I've gotten a lot of requests for this.
Is it denim at the top?
Yes, it is. It's denim at the top, and then it's a very low front top, and then, of course, a denim waistband, as you can see.
Right.
And then I have this number here, which is another part of the Ankara collection that I did. And we kind of pull it off of here so you can see it. Maybe I'll stick her like right here. Can you go there? Yeah. And so you can see that top. And it's basically just kind of like a V-neck front, open back.
Right.
If you can see open back, and then yeah. So just
Okay,
kind of
and
clothes.
where did you learn to sew?
I am self-taught.
Okay, so
Just,
any suggestions for any of the people watching at home that do not know how to sew but would like to learn during this time? YouTube, do you suggest? Do you
yes.
suggest, okay, like if you have any channels, like tell us if you're self-taught, what is the best way to start? What's the most simple thing to start with?
For me, I actually just cut out a shirt,
Okay.
and it was just me. When I finally, and the story behind it is, I bought a sewing machine, was kind of zealous with it, and wanted to get into it. Couldn't thread it, threw it in the corner for 9 months, and then one day was like, "Oh, let me try the sewing machine,"
Yeah.
and threaded it completely, and just took a shirt and kind of looked at the lines of the shirt and cut it out. And once I did that, I was able to go ahead and sew it. I was like, "Oh my God, I made my first shirt," and it just kind of evolved from there.
This goes and goes and goes. Yeah.
Yeah, and so when we relocated from Chicago to Michigan, and I was determined that I was not going back into corporate America.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting hired with a company that did outsourced tailoring for JCPenney's.
Okay.
And so I ended up learning. I just told the owner, if you show me, I can get it.
Yeah.
And so she ended up showing me some techniques, and I was even kind of like watch the other workers and just kind of picked up some things. With YouTube, one of the ones that I actually love to follow,
Oh, yes,
and
Alice.
unfortunately the young lady has passed on, but they still have her videos up, is Misha TV, and it's Meesh TV.
Okay.
I think they're still going by Misha TV, and she had a lot of like videos and things that she did very easy, and just showed you how just to kind of do quick things and add to. The other one I watch is Anita Rivers, Classic Royalty. She's a designer out of the Bronx, young lady, amazing, does amazing work. She's known for her prom wear.
Okay.
And then Daniela Tavois, who I believe is in Brooklyn, out of New York.
Okay.
And she's known for her bridal collection, as well as she redesigns clothes. So those are like the three that I really follow. Of course, Nick Barrios, I follow his channel on YouTube a lot.
Oh,
and
I didn't even know he had a YouTube. Okay, I need to go to it. Yeah.
Yes, he has design school and a couple of other things. But yeah, those are the ones I go to. And just pretty much before the big boom of YouTube, I would go to stores and actually just like stock clothing. I would look at how
and
they
look
were
inside,
made, finishing, and all of that. And I I don't mind sergers and all of that, but sometimes I was big on how I wanted things finished. And I wanted a more luxurious look for my clothing.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how it did. Or I would take clothes that I owned apart and sew them just to kind of figure out the technique. And so yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
Okay, so that's great, because you named, if everybody rewatches this, people have been really wondering what YouTube to go to, and they don't have maybe the sewing machine, but maybe it's possible through ordering, or even sometimes when people go to stay at hotels, or emergency kits that you have at home, they have like a little needle and thread, and they can start teaching themselves little stitches here and there. So thank you for the YouTube info.
Yes.
I've loved your work. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so what we're asking everybody to do on here, or if you've been watching, is to, before we go, to share a little bit of words of encouragement and optimism during this darker time, for how you're using the time and how people can, and just any optimistic words you have.
Okay, well, I would say I would say I'm a little older. I'm 45. I'll be 45 rather. And so one of the things, of course, being like, I cracked the joke saying being a real adult, really adulting, is that we don't have a lot of time. Right. And so now we're forced to have nothing but time on our hands. So I would encourage everyone, just while you have this time, to really dive into and test out those things you really want to do. Yeah. I made it kind of like a motto, like in this time while we're down, I'm going to passionately pursue purpose. Part of my purpose, I know, is making like beautiful clothing and helping people feel great about themselves. So I want to really dive into that and really kind of hone in. And so while these creative juices are going, just like even when I finished this set of masks for my god sister, I'm thinking about all the Antara fabric that I just bought and what I want to make with it. Right. So, and even practicing things, like I'm not the greatest at illustration, but I decided, hey, I want to be better with it. So practice it. So I would just suggest for everyone, while you have the time, really just kind of dive in and don't be so hard on yourself. Just kind of go with the flow with things. And because I am my own worst critic.
Yes, we all are.
I would suggest, just like, don't be so hard on yourself. Just look at everything as a process, a growing process, and you'll get to the great point at one time. But, celebrate every accomplishment and achievement. So if it's just threading a needle, celebrate that.
That's what I'm saying.
Make
just one little thing can be enough. And I love the takeaway from that for me, and we should type it in here, is to passionately pursue purpose
Yes.
during this time.
Yes.
Passionately pursue purpose. That to me is the big takeaway that I'm going to carry into my day, that I've learned from you, and everybody should write down on a notepad. Thank you so, so much. And we are going to catch up with you later this week to see how the masks are going, what you've been making. We'd love to meet your husband eventually. It's unfortunate he got kicked out. All right. Well, stay safe and be well and optimistic.
Thank you. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Passionately pursue purpose. That was my big takeaway from that, among other things. But let's see. I will just answer a couple questions. Is it common for designers to collaborate with artists